Hey guys, Untitled Boy here, and today we're going to be doing another review. We're going to be talking about the US MIA2 I I. And yes, we are now going to be starting the US gas masks. So, we're going to start off with this guy. Well, this is my oldest mask out there, alongside with another particular mask, a Spanish mask. Let's begin. This mask was developed in 1940s, well, in 1942. That was made by the U.S. Office of Civil Defense, which is known as OCD, for around $29 million in grant. Now, the mask itself was developed by had patented by Randolph, and the entire patent was released on 1944. So, yes, there is also a children's version of it, which we'll get to that whole thing later, which it actually turns out this version was to have a giant panoramic window, and the diaphragm would be in the center of it, and also the filter would be different. But it is just like that particular version. Now, let's get on to, well, the whole thing itself. Oh, yeah, and also, this mask, during in 1940s, can cost around, and I'm actually going to give you a little shocking surprise here, cost around $1. Yes, $1 for this little bad boy. Now, this is, back then, oh, look, property of the U.S. government OCD. Yeah, that's where it came from. And believe it or not, this kind of influenced a lot of mass developments, including the USD and Scott. So let's get on to the actual thing itself. Oh, and also, this is back right after Pearl Harbor. So, yeah, that's kind of an interesting take on that whole thing. I think my prediction is these were produced right after the events of Pearl Harbor. So, as you could definitely know, there's also another one which is quite a bit now elusive and rather very famous, the Mickey Mouse gas mask. Yes, the US variant, which somehow it looks like Mickey Mouse, but replace the eyes with the eye pieces, and also having the mouth with the little diaphragm piece, and the filter is, well, stuck on there. It also had the ears for that, so that's more accurate to Mickey Mouse than the British and Canadian variant of it. So let's begin with the mask itself, and the whole thing itself. It would actually be come in a box, but I don't have the box for it. But the carrier, on the other hand, it's made out of canvas. And let me tell you about this. This is a really salty condition, or not in good condition. Like the US is fading away. Made out of canvas and a snap-on button. And inside the carrier itself, there's clearly nothing in there except for the little piece of fabric just to hold the snap-on button. Yeah, that's about it. There's nothing inside there special, no cell pockets or anything. But the strap itself is again made of nylon, and this to just adjust this or tighten the strap to it. So let's get to the mask itself. And then let's get to the mask itself. Now, the mask itself has it's clearly a cool, interesting indication or interesting thing about this. Now, the mask itself, even though it's great not really good condition. It's pretty folded out there. Now, you gotta remember, the mask is located on the right side, or rather the left side if you're wearing it. And the mask has this rather rubberized material over it. I don't know how this material is made out of, but and here's actually one of the clear dead giveaways of this particular mask. The filter. The filter itself. Now, there's actually instructions to basically take care of the mask, which that's not bad out there. Yeah, from the instructions to prevent the eyepieces of the mask from fogging. And yeah, as you could definitely know, this thing is fixed out there. And the harness itself is a 6-point head harness. Triangle on there. Basically skull cap. And there's also this one right here, the medium adult, which they do have small, medium, which I have, and a large. And there is also the children's version of this, which I mentioned when I was talking about the history of it. So inside of this, okay, inside of this, and if you actually think that let's be honest here, if you actually think that the M65 was pretty basic, or the GP5, well, this is very bare bones to it. There's a lot of stuff that's being sewn on there, attached onto it. There's the filter, which it's pretty dusty in there. And there's the exhale valve, which would go there. Yeah, it looks really not good out there. And of course the eyepiece would be clear out there, so yeah. But since time and age went, it turns pretty orangish color. Just looks rather familiar to the other particular mask, the MP5, that kind of level. Now, I'm gonna have to say to this particular review, and I know this is gonna be a bummer thing, so let's gonna say this in the elephant in the room. Yeah, I can't really wear this because of the, well, asbestos reasons. It's not safe to use this one. Now, unlike other masks that I made reviews like, and I'm talking about the Spanish Artillery or the C38. Unlike the C38, I could just not use the filter and actually show the demonstration. But this one, on the other hand, even this one, I could put a filter on there. No big deal. But this one, not much. I can't even take the filter off before, well, in order to, I don't know what I'm supposed to do if I'm trying to demonstrate it. I guess just do it as a perspection out there. I never wear it, so that's the thing about it. The reason why I'm not wearing this because I don't want to get asbestos, so there you go. But I will say pros and cons over it. It works at the time out there, but it does show its age out there. Of course, the very famous and pretty big con to it is the filter cannot be taken off. It's very much fixed on there. Now, I could do that. I don't think so, but I don't want to break the mask itself, so So disassembly video, not gonna happen on this one. But at the time, yes, this is basically just one of those that I don't like. At the time, it's an okay, actually would use for civilians out there, but it just really isn't. But it does show its age out there. And after basically like 30 years or so, yeah, those will contain asbestos. So I definitely know this is, again, this is definitely my third oldest mask out there. Alongside with this guy and the C38, actually the third one right after the C38. So for anyone who got this, I don't recommend wearing this. So my verdict rating out there, which, yes, I'm giving this a verdict rating out there. Oh yeah, about this one. This could actually wear it as a shoulder out there, but everything else, so yeah, my verdict rating, I don't know. Well, if I can't review it, I can't even wear it, because, well, asbestos reason for it. So my verdict rating for this guy is going to be yeah, I could have say the lacking of a drinking straw, but this is at the time, so it's gonna be a 6 out of 10. Yep, 6 out of 10. Now, I know I can't even try it on for reasons. But the mask at the time was pretty useful at the time, but since we never got invaded, thus making this rather more of a novelty item these days. So that wraps up the MIA2 I. I'm Untitled Boy, and I'm signing out. Sorry for this awkward review for this particular mask, but next time we'll get something good. I promise you that.